All right, we're live. Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've done this. Hi, Jim. Hopefully, we won't have any dogs having fights in the outside like last time
Well,
we
well, at
went
least
live.
at least we don't have currently, at least not here. I don't know about you, any freezing rain or ice falling
Yes,
to knock our power out. That's now
right.
the new thing, and because you're only I think about a 3 hour drive from me, so it's not that far away.
Yes, we're pretty close. I'm in south of Nashville, and you're north of Atlanta, so we're very close. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I want to talk about our use of AI, and I think you and I are both very digitally connected. We have constant ads or things that are pushing onto us. But I want to share this about yesterday. I was talking with someone about different tools, what their process is. We know each other from another community, and I almost went down the rabbit hole and bought another tool that I've used before that didn't work for me. But I realized, no, I want to explore the existing tool that I have, which is Fireflies. So, Fireflies, this is not an ad for Fireflies. I'm just saying how I use AI and what it can do for me. But I also want to explore their voice agents, new, that I just saw in like when I explored this morning. And I was like, I need to go live. And Jim, let me reach out to Jim. So I help people, figure out what the best AI tool is for them. I help people, I help small businesses. I create workshops so they can use like mindful use. I also do virtual sessions and all that. It's what's worked for me. I like to share with other people. And I know, so I went down the rabbit hole of Fireflies agent. So I guess before I get started in us testing this out, because I haven't tested it, so we're kind of gonna do like a live test and run through what the demo is looking like. But do you use AI tools, and what is your favorite one?
I do use AI tools, not maybe as much as you and others, but I've been using Magi. Dot I want to say it's .co. Dustin Stout put it together, and it's got like 50 of the tools all under one umbrella for one price instead of having multiple subscriptions. So he's got, Grok and
Mhm.
Claude and Gemini and ChatGPT, and you don't necessarily get like all the functionality of ChatGPT, but you're able to do quite a bit. He's got a lot of the image engines in there, and so and he's getting ready to do a new release. But one that I've started to use that I learned about from Madeline Scalar, which is really more, if you want to call it, you know, talk to text, is Whisper Flow, and
Mhm.
I really like that because you can use it on your PC, Mac, your
Mhm.
cellular phone for like even doing text messages because maybe you don't have time to type, right? So
Right.
I really like that one as well.
Is
And
it
then
what whisperflow.ai, or how do
yes,
you read? Okay,
yes.
talk to
And
text.
and then I also really like what uh, Google's done with Gemini. And because I have a Google business
Mhm.
account, I have
Mhm.
access to Nano Banana and all that stuff without having to pay extra because it's part of my Google Business Enterprise platform.
Mhm.
And
Right.
so that's been neat. And then I started using, I don't know if you're familiar with Manus, and they just
No.
got bought by Meta, I think. But Manus is another one that, it's got the interface on your browser and they've got an app, but like I can create it'll let you create slides instead of using, of course, I'm already forgetting the name of it, the one that everybody was using at first to create slides with. Manus will do that.
Beautiful.
Well, that's
Beautiful.ai, I
another one.
believe.
It wasn't beautiful. Maybe
Gamma?
Gamma. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So Manus can do what Gamma can do, but it'll actually use Nano Banana to create your slides. And I've
Mm.
been really impressed with the slides that it does there. And shout out to
Mhm.
our friend Chris Stone. He's watching us over on Substack, so we are
Oh, hey,
multi
Chris.
streaming,
Long time
and
no talk.
so him and I
Hey.
have been playing with some things, but he's doing
Nice.
a lot more with AI, especially
Mhm.
on the video side. And then, of course, right, Descript has AI built in. A lot of
Mhm.
these things that we already have some
Right.
AI in it. I mean, and even
Mhm.
StreamYard, I haven't really played with it too much, has AI clips now. And even
Mhm.
Substack uses
Right.
AI to allow you to clip and repurpose your videos in the
Mhm.
back end. And for some people, the
Amazing.
important word free.
Yes, right. Yeah, so I think that brings up a good point, and reason why I wanted to like the whole intention about this particular core thing I want to talk about voice agents, which I think is a level up from
Hmm.
AI tools that a lot of people may not be using, or they've heard of them, or they're not sure. So like I'm really want to dive in. So thank you for sharing the tools that you're using. It just shows that like most of those I don't use, and I'm very into AI, and I'm sure Chris as well, who also is watching. But yeah, we'll probably have a list of all tools. But what I want to talk about right now is Fireflies. So Fireflies is I'm just gonna put the name up here, Fireflies.ai. I did not make time for a slide, but I will put my link in the notes or in the final um sorry, my alarm almost went off. Okay. I'll put the link in the bottom so you can learn and test it out. So I'm going to share my screen now
Mhm.
while we look at this. Oop, not that one.
We get to read
Not
all your
my
emails
email.
today.
Yeah, two two unread emails. That's a good thing, right?
A lot better than mine. We won't show mine.
Okay. I picked the wrong window. Here we go. Let's see. Entire, not the entire screen. Chrome tab. Voice agents. All right, there. All right. Can you see that now? Is it up on screen? No.
Not
Okay, there.
yet. There we go. Yes.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go and switch over. So if there's any comments, you can call them out. So um the whole thing was like I was talking with a friend about tools and then realizing that I need to go back into like my AI tools that I already pay for. And for full disclosure, yes, it's not it's a tool that I pay for. It's $96 a year and it
Mm.
saves so much time for me. But and there's all these things, you can add in and you can look at like all of your meetings and summarize them. It gives you ability to share all of that. But what I really want to talk about is the voice agent. So a lot of people might be scared about this, but I feel like there was a use case that I saw in this, when I pulled it up. And it's obviously a new thing. It's under beta, under Fireflies. But these are some agents that can be built within your Fireflies. And then from what I understand, you can send a link and it can create you set up the agent first, which we'll do in a little bit, and then you send the link out, and it could basically do that busy work for you that you
Wow.
might not want to do. So, because I'm a business of one, and similar to you, you're a business of one. Um, there's not a lot of use in these main ones, like screening interview. You definitely want to talk to the person first. Maybe discovery call. Definitely want to talk to the person. Progress check-in, if you have a huge team, this might be something that would work for you. Performance review, if you don't have the time to constantly if you have a global team and you wanna, like, get some review, maybe this is good for you. User research, customer support, those are cool. But what I really liked here was this user testimonial agent, where you can get real customer stories and turn them into ready-to-use testimonials, which I think is one of the things that we do not do for our business.
Yeah,
It's
that
one of those
one
things
that
on the
one
list.
definitely seems very interesting because you're right, and I know Chris uses a tool uh, with the shows that he does for some of his clients that after the fact they'll send out a thing asking for testimonials. So I wonder if this would
Mhm.
be, something as well. You know,
Yeah.
I
So
like it.
I'm gonna talk about I have to upload my logo, so I'm gonna upload my logo. So I'm walking through this with you all at the same time that I'm learning about it. So hopefully we can it's not as I'm learning at the same time. Oh, see, my logo is too big. I need a logo of 500 by 500. So I'm going to do that later because I don't want to go into Canva and resize it now. So when I clicked on, I'm going to go back, cancel this card. Okay. So you can go ahead and watch the agent or watch the demo, which is just a video on YouTube about it. And then try it live. I don't want to do that right now. Um, User testimonial agent is what I'm going to try to set up. Click setup. These are questions that you want your voice agent to ask. So in this scenario, I imagine that I would send this to people that I've worked with, collaborators, people that have been past clients, and just allow them to answer these without me having to schedule time with them. I mean, what do you think about that, Jim?
I think that's pretty amazing. And so I guess the question is, so is it going to call them, or when you send this link, is it going to like they click the link and it'll start talking to them? What's the
Yeah.
user interface like?
Yeah, we'll find that out. What made you decide to try to I'm gonna gear these questions towards working with me specifically.
Hmm.
How do you no, I don't know that. Okay, those three questions. Provide any necessary. I'm not going to provide anything. Let's just see how personalize how the voice agent should behave during the conversation. Yeah, I like that. Encourage storytelling. I'm going to write that. Encourage storytelling. Ask leading questions. So this is kind of like goes back to us as podcast hosts,
Hmm.
right? When we are podcast hosts, there's a science behind asking the question so that they tell a story, right? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't I'm on the other screen, so I'm just like I don't know if you're like nodding your head or whatever. So like you would ask, "Okay, how is your day or how is your experience with them?"
Right.
Right? And then I was like, "Good." Okay. Well, what if you say, "Tell me how your experience is with working with Marissa," right? So that's a good way to put your instructions in. Evoke emotion and business case outcomes. I'm just going to type whatever here. Uh, change this. Tell me about a problem you were trying to solve. Okay. You can obviously add more.
Mhm.
So, right now with the free trial in Firefly's voice agents, I have 100 credits for free before I have to start paying. And that's included in the level that I have, right?
Mhm.
So when I AI one AI credit per minute. So if someone leaves a long testimonial, 100 minutes long, I'm done. I got one testimonial. That's what I understand, right? Okay, so I just hit create. I'm going to try it live. Now
Yep.
let's see what this works. Share this tab instead. I might have to mute it. Okay. You can see this
Yes, we
voice
can see it.
agent, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now I'm going to join the meeting. Let's see what happens. Tell me if you can hear it.
Hi, Marisa, Cali.
Oh,
Thanks for joining. How are you doing today?
doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Come on.
It's like, who called who?
It is slow.
Hmm.
It's using a lot of resources. Okay. Well, I guess we can I'm just going to end the call so we can assume from here.
Right.
What can you assume from that experience right there?
Takes a lot of resources.
Yes. Well, we're also streaming at the same time that we're
Right.
trying to like demo something. So that necessarily wouldn't be happening. But I just put in 3 basic questions, right? Let me
I mean, the voice sounded like a real person before
yeah.
it, kind of slowed up. So it would have been interesting to see what would have been the next thing it said after you actually, started talking to it. And
Mhm.
so, and you know what you might be able to do. I don't know if you've played with this yet, or maybe you're a Loom user. I started using Camtasia Online, which is free,
Mhm.
and it'll
Mhm.
screen capture and audio capture your screen. So that may be something that you could record that
Right.
and then, you know, share it with us to see the full experience, because I thought that
Yeah.
was interesting.
Right. And now, okay, so I'm going to go back and like just kind of show what it is like in the interface, like
Mhm.
in the agents. So let's see. So I set it up. Let me see, share the screen. All right. So I set it up, right? And then it looks like I can go ahead and edit it again, right? So let's say like the questions that were asked, like were
Right.
not what I wanted, right? Maybe I want to add some more. And obviously, here, I think I would add some more knowledge. So, kind of get behind like, what is your business purpose? Or what,
Mhm.
what are you, if it's one specific service that you're offering, if it's like your past collaborators, like, how do you know? And why would someone want to use something like this? To me, I would use it to get like testimonials, but also like help with your marketing, right? If you could actually get audio of someone actually giving you a testimonial
Right.
without having to schedule time and do the recording, they could record on their own,
Well, and you
right?
could even then, if, from a social aspect, take that audio and put it over a picture, right? Use Canva or
Mhm.
something else, and now you've got a little, what do we
Right.
call it? Is it audiogram?
Audiogram. Yeah. Another thing that I'm just looking at the settings and everything, like um you can change them, right?
Yeah, I see at least to save your 100 minutes, there is a session duration there and of 10
Mhm.
minutes.
Right.
So you're making
So
sure.
another thing that I'm thinking about this. So I yesterday I was looking at a friend's anyways, I'm gonna record an actual like interaction and then I'll put it in the comments of like the Substack or
Mhm.
repost it on and share it with you so that way you guys can see how that works. But I'm thinking of other ways that like if you feel that you're overwhelmed with AI tools and like connecting, you could have and this is very easy to like do where someone gives you a call and like gives a voicemail. A lot of people don't like that, right? But
Right.
imagine if you could build like a little agent where you could have your friends like checking in with you, right? And
Mhm.
it's just like, hey, this is like, what are you going on? Or like you have a membership, right? And you have these like built-in like check-in points, right? And that's going to give you insight where they can respond on their time. The impact is still there, right? They still feel like they're having you like a body double,
Right.
right? Of like the questions that you would ask, the check-ins that you would ask, the things that you're gonna like if you're building a live stream for someone or you're consulting with them, it's like, did you check all these? Like, have you done all of these things? Like you have a whole process. So you don't
Right.
have to spend all your time, um, you know, billable time, right? You could actually build something where you help them build their stream and you create your own agent using that and you check in and they provide stuff and they share it and then make sure that it all makes sense. without you being there,
Mhm.
right? There's still some cost involved, but you could still be a resource,
Right.
you know? So,
Yeah, that's
that's actually
definitely an
really cool.
interesting case. I think I guess it becomes one of those, does the agent allow you to kinda do this, kind of the whole decision tree thing, if this, then that kind of a
Yeah.
thing, so it goes down the right rabbit hole.
Right, exactly. Right. Well, and that I mean, I think it's anything with AI, like if you're intentionally building it with stuff that you've already built, right? Like you have your stream checklist or you have your framework that you want people to follow. Like that would I feel like be integrated into this part under the edit, under the knowledge, right?
Mhm.
Provide necessary instructions or add knowledge base. Like, what is this? What else are you adding? I mean, this is all kind of like integrated if you're using different tools in Fireflies. But right now, I have 100 credits to use,
Right.
right? So, like, I could get if I limit it to 5 minutes, I could get 20,
Yeah.
good testimonials, and then the AI credits. What are $5 a month for 50 credits. I mean, it's pretty good,
Yeah.
right? Let's say 200 credits, $20. I mean, that's just like adding another tool like we were talking about before. What's going to be the good business case? And do you need to do it temporarily or is this ongoing? With someone
Right.
that has software, I feel like this would be great,
Mhm.
right? You want to get constant feedback and you build this agent in and then it integrates into your whole like note-taking app which is Fireflies.
Right.
So yeah, so cool. I thank
Yeah.
you for testing it out with
And
me.
what
Now
what
I'm
I
playing
see it
more.
has integrations. What integrations does
Oh
it
yes.
currently have?
Yeah, so basically anything you work for online, you can integrate. So on Fireflies I actually have um I integrate my all my meeting notes go automatically into a Google Doc.
Okay.
And then I also have it where if I say something on a meeting, like a task for myself, it automatically creates a task
Hmm.
for me. So let me see if I can pull that up. So you and I are talking and we're talking about a project and you say what you need to do and I say what I need to do. And I just turned it on yesterday, so I don't have a task list. Let me share this screen now. But I'll have to do that I'll have to show you when I actually let's see, share this tab. So basically the from what I understand when I integrated it, and I have dark mode, so hopefully you can see this on the
Yeah.
screen. Let me zoom in. So if I say something on the call, you and I are on the call and I have the note taker and I say, "Hey Jim, like you're going to add this to the Substack and, tag me or whatever."
Right.
So that we can have it both on our Substacks. And then I will share a walkthrough of the voice agent because we had connectivity issues, right?
Right.
So then it would take that automatic AI thing and then in your and then implement the tasks over here on your Google task board.
Mm.
So then you have now a list. So you don't need Asana or Basecamp or ClickUp or all those other things if you don't already have them integrated, right? If
Right.
you're paying for Google Workspace, you're paying $30 to $40 a month for it. Why not already use something that they already have and just integrate with the note taker,
And
right?
is the tasks feature, is that within the Google Labs?
It's task.google.com. So it's just like
Okay.
similar to docs and sheets and
Right. Okay.
calendar.
I didn't know it was
Um,
there. So, right, learn something new every day.
yeah. And I'll show you, let me go back to So just to give you context, I'm working with someone on a project, and here's the summary that the note taker does. Very similar to like other note takers, but what I mean about the tasks down here is it's action items,
Hmm.
right? So it's giving you all of the action items that we would do, and those would integrate into Google Tasks
Wow.
seamlessly without me
Right.
having to do anything, just ending the call,
And you
right?
can share this with other people just
Yes.
like you can Google
Mhm.
Docs.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
so
really
I can share and, like, add so it'll pop up, like, at the end
Mhm.
of the meeting if I wanna automatically share it with people. If not, then, you know,
Right.
so
Wow. You got 2 things I gotta look at now.
See? Oh my gosh, that's not my intention, but yeah, if you yeah, I will drop a link in, on the YouTube, and I'll share that with you as a follow-up, but, yeah, it's just a reminder to, like, if you're already using some tools, you might just need to go a little bit deeper and see if there's anything extra that you can have, because I
Right.
didn't even realize that until yesterday, and it's just a matter of getting clear, and I'm, like, super techy and, like, always connected, but I don't necessarily need another tool unless a client's absolutely necessary needs that, right?
Right.
Don't overcomplicate it, right?
Yeah.
And I've heard of this tool that you mentioned, like the Magi one, but, like, I've already integrated ChatGPT and, like, my flow, like, I just don't wanna have extra,
Mhm.
right? So it's like, maybe it'll work for me in the future, but
Right.
right now my flow is pretty good. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's very cool. So it looks like at the moment that the voice agent is more of a link as opposed to and maybe there's a way to work it in, like, if I call your number, it doesn't automatically
Mhm.
like, they
Mm.
get the voice agent. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That would be an upgrade, I think, like, to create a number,
Mhm.
right? Let me see. Yeah, I don't think that that's, yeah, I don't think they might introduce that though, but I imagine you'd have to pay for a number,
Right.
right?
Well, and I
Like,
remember when we did that project last year, one of the presenters, the company was using AI as their voice, kinda like their first level when it was calling customers or
mm,
customers would call in, they were actually talking to a voice agent, not to a
voice.
person, and it was
Right.
amazing what it could do because it had the
Mhm.
whole database, and everybody's like, "Oh, well, Marissa, if we've solved your problem, we'd like to offer you a coupon because we see that you liked" they know your
Mhm.
sales history of what you've bought.
Yeah.
I thought
Right.
that was really, really fascinating how they're doing that.
Yeah, I think if you already have that integrated, or you have a proprietary, like, system, like, this probably wouldn't work for, like, a dental office. Like, I have a friend who works in a pediatric dental office, and, like, they have a HIPAA compliant system that they can't integrate these out of the box tools. I mean, maybe at the enterprise level, but, like, someone as a solopreneur, someone that's managing these things constantly, I think it's perfect. Or if you're looking to get into that, right? You might be in
Mhm.
corporate and you work for a nonprofit, right? Like, this could be great for nonprofit work because you're a solo person, but you've got all these things going on. And is there something else that you can build into
Right,
automatically that would help your side hustle or your side projects that overwhelm you, right?
right, right.
So,
Yeah. That's very, very cool. Very, very interesting. I really like the whole I mean, even just using the link after a show or after a meeting or
mhm.
after several months working with a client, I mean, you're kinda making it easy for them because they have this
Yeah.
conversation, they give the answers, and they're done. It's not like, "Hey, can you type me up a recommendation?" or this
Yeah, right?
like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll
And it
get
could
to it."
be It could be something like even built into your email newsletter or like something that's like on the bottom of your Substack and it's like tell me how, how this information is beneficial for you.
Mhm.
And maybe
Yeah.
you'll be featured on whatever or,
Right.
like or you'll be entered to get I just think it's a marketing tool, but also like a business tool, business efficiency tool to
Yeah.
help you do business better. And yeah,
Yes. Very
cool.
cool.
Well, thank you for joining me. I know we're at 30 minutes. I don't want to keep people longer, but yeah, if you have any questions about AI tools, definitely reach out to me. I'm at hashtag marisa.substack.com, which I'll be linked here. But my company is bepresentllc.com. And Jim, where can we find you?
Well, I'd say the best place to find me these days is jimfuhs.substack.com or LinkedIn, Jim Fuhs, or also over on YouTube. You can find me at
Yes.
Fusion Marketing. So
Nice.
not spending as much time on the when we call it the tube of face and some of those others because they're
Yes.
just and they're not good spots for live streamers. I really don't.
No.
They're making it difficult.
Yeah. I think the thing is people still need the information, and that's the tough part about not using Facebook because we're kind of way ahead, Jim.
Hmm.
You and I,
Yes.
we've been streaming for so long, and if Chris is still watching, you too, like people are still learning about live streaming, which is fascinating to me. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and I put your Substack there in your headline, so if people are
Oh, thanks.
looking, they can just easily go there and have a great day and be present for what matters.
Thanks,
Thank
Marissa.
you.
See everyone.